conference starts, and this is a huge game tonight.
Yes, this is huge. It's just another one of our goals that we want to achieve, and it starts tonight, and then West Parkside is after this. So it's here, and it goes by fast, and every game matters now. So.
Yeah, it's just like it's every year in the conference. You can't lose at home.
Exactly.
If you want to win the conference, don't lose at home.
Yes. Yeah.
Lewis, I don't know how good Southern Indiana is this year, but Lewis has them down 11 with 3 minutes to go and takes them to overtime and gets beat. Did you see that game?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. Both those teams, they're great teams. We've been scouting them. We've had a whole week to prepare, which I think is great.
Yeah.
And it's a big game for us. Conference game, like I've been saying, and they're fast and athletic. But if we stick to what we know, I think it'll be a great day for us.
They got a kid named Bellarmine, who's probably their best player.
Yes.
Shoots a lot of threes.
Definitely. Yeah. He's an all-around player, really. When he has the ball, all eyes got to be on him, and know what's going on with him. But like I said, all the players are great, but Blaylock, he's definitely an all-around great player.
Okay. Well, good luck tonight, Brent. You're off.
Important friend and neighbor. For free. Bellarmine and Lewis to get this GLBC season underway for the Knights. In case you missed some scores from Thursday, William Jewell raced past Maryville 107-86. The Cardinals made 18 threes. They're 8-0 for the first time since the 87-88 campaign when they began 19-0. Southern Indiana, you've heard about this, erased that 11-point deficit, came back to beat Lewis in overtime 84-75. Drury hit 9 of their first 10 shots. They went on to shoot 68% in a 102-69 romp over UMSL. Indianapolis won their 5th in a row, 62-52 at Parkside, and Rockhurst was a winner as well in their first game, 82-66. The Knights dressed in their home whites, and Lewis is in the traveling red. The officials today are Mark Howell, Shane Staggs, and Kyle Bottoms. The crowd here beginning to rise, and we'll have the singing of our national anthem, and we will let you enjoy that here in just a moment. Then we'll give you the lineups as we believe they will be introduced by the PA announcer here at Knights Hall. A late arriving crowd. Some of them were here to see the women's game, which was won by Lewis 81-55. Lewis scored the first 10 points of the game and really never looked back from that point. Our national anthem here at Knights Hall. And let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for Lewis, the Flyers are 2-5. They will go with Kristen Wilson, a 6'5 senior, averaging 15 points, 8 rebounds a game. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. Also a good foul shooter at 79%. Scored 21 against Bellarmine in the GLBC final a year ago. Delaney Blaylock, the 6'5 junior from Wyoming, Michigan, scored 14 the other night against USI. Averaged nearly 11 against Bellarmine in the 2 games last year, but the Knights held him to 8 of 26 from the field in those 2 games. Trey Bell, a 6'4 freshman out of Detroit, is another starter for Lewis. He had 12 the other night against USI, averages 6 points and just under 2 rebounds per game. 6'4 freshman Josh Nego from Chicago, Illinois, is another starter for Lewis. He scored 9 the other night against USI. He's the son of Lewis Hall of Famer Charlie Nego. And the 5th starter is Anthony Davanzo from Harwood Heights, Illinois, at 6'8", 205, a sophomore, averages 3 points, 3 rebounds per game. For Bellarmine, Ben Wire, a 6'7 sophomore from Fort Thomas, averages 11.5 per game, coming off a game against Lynn where he had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Daniel Ramsey, the 6'5 junior, averages 7 points a game. Played, of course, at Trinity High here in Louisville. Had 3 points, 3 assists, and a couple of steals against Barry. Brent Bach, a 6'1 senior out of Augusta, the MVP of the Cesar Audio Classic down in Florida. He's averaging 11 points a game on the year. Jarek Coles, a 6'1 senior from Omaha, Nebraska, had 8 points, 3 boards, 4 assists against Barry. He's 4th in the GLBC in assists per game at 4.2. And Adam Eberhard, a 6'8 junior, averages 14 points and just under 5 rebounds a game. He is a player that is coming off a 17-point, 6-rebound, 4-assist effort against Lynn. He's 4th in the GLBC in free throw percentage. He's knocked down 91% from the line on the season. Mark, it's good to get home and play at Knights Hall, isn't it, for only the second time this year?
Going to be here for the entire month of December, and that's going to be nice. I'm sure the players like that too.
Yeah, other than the fact that those darn finals tend to rear their ugly head. Hopefully not ugly for the Knights.
A couple more weeks of classes, and And then we'll get Alex Cook will start practicing again, and Tyler Jenkins. We haven't really talked about Tyler yet, but Tyler's practiced the last 3 days, so I look for him. He'll get some minutes tonight.
Yeah, you and I were here at practice yesterday, and I know you were as pleased as I was to see him actually doing some full work.
Yeah.
Not just the light stuff, but he was involved in the full contact practice.
Yeah, he practiced a little bit Tuesday, and they had Wednesday off, and then he practiced Thursday, Friday.
Eberhard and Devonzo will jump it up, and the tip is controlled by Bellarmine, and the Knights have it. First possession of the game, Lewis is man-to-man. Here is Bach on the high left. The screen from Eberhard comes to the top, left wing to Wire. Wire looking down low, goes to Ramser on the left side, passes to Bach in the left corner. Brent now drives, curls into the lane. He's cut off there, out to Eberhard with 10 seconds to shoot. Eberhard to the right of the lane, stops, looks inside. There's a cutting Ramser for the layup, and a nifty feed from Eberhard.
It's just a matter of who Adam's going to find every time down the floor, every time he touches it. He just looks and looks and looks.
Nygo with it on the left side, gives to Blaylock. Pass to Nygo left wing. Into the right corner it goes to Wilson. Kristen fakes the shot and drives and scoops it in with a left-handed layup.
That's what Wilson does. He likes to put it on the floor and get to the hoop.
2-all. We've played nearly a minute here at Knights Hall. Coles on the high right, now out front to Wire. Above the arc, Eberhard to Coles in the foul circle. Jarrett to Bach at the top right, guarded by Nygo. A bounce to Eberhard against Wilson. Adam looking to go baseline, and Wilson fouled him. Kristen Wilson, the 6'5 senior from Cleveland, draws his first foul. Scored 26 in the game against Michigan Tech earlier this year. Bach passes into the right corner to Ramser, way out to Coles, left side to Wire. In the corner to Bach. Brent comes out front, gives it to Ramser up top. Ramser on a drive into the lane. He's cut off. Out to Eberhard. Adams three straight on. Beauty.
I tell you what, I was here too. I was here Thursday and watched him practice, and Adam Eberhard never missed a shot. I mean, it was incredible. I asked him about an hour and a half through. I said, "Have you missed one yet?" He goes, "I don't think so."
Blaylock into the right corner to Wilson. Kristen to the right of the lane. Gets it out front here to Bell, the freshman out of Detroit. Back to Wilson, out high left to Nate Nigo. Now to Bell on the left wing against Coles. Bell whips a pass out to Wilson, left of the circle.
There you
Back
go.
to Bell in the left corner. And Coles hit the deck away from the ball and took a charge.
Derek slid over and took that charge. Assistant coach Davenport told me before the game, he said that's one of their goals early on, the first 2 minutes, is to take a charge on Wilson.
And Wilson has already picked up 2 fouls, and he's going to have to sit down. And Nick Norton.
That's huge. That's a huge foul there.
Norton, the 6'6 senior from Downers Grove, Illinois, has come into the lineup for Lewis. Eberhard, right side to Ramser, inside the hash mark, out front to Wire, now to Coles up top, gives to Bach, right of the circle, to Eberhard, left of the key, now to Ramser above the arc, left side to Coles, Jarrett left of the lane, out front to Bach, Bach puts it on the deck, probing, nothing there, now back to Coles, right of the circle, 5 seconds to shoot, and Jarrett buries one from the right elbow.
He wanted to drive, he just wasn't able to do it, and pulled up and hit the 12-footer.
Bell front court for Lewis. On the left side, gives to Blaylock. Brings it out high to Nigo, top of the circle. Nigo, pass right side, it goes to Blaylock. Whips a pass into the left corner to Norton. Out to Bell, above the arc left side, and now out front to Nigo. In the paint it goes to Devonzo. Out to Norton, fakes the three. Left corner to Bell, his three-pointer. Off the mark, and Eberhard collects a Bellarmine board. Adam runs it over the time stripe himself to a cutting Ramser. And it's batted away, and they say last touch by Lewis. 17:09 to play, first half. Bellarmine up 7-2, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Bach inbounds to Eberhard, right side, to Ramser, right of the lane, left side to Wire, now to Bach, bounce pass underneath, snatched away there by Blaylock. I don't know what Brent saw there. There was 2 guys between him and the intended receiver. Bell left side to Norton. Norton out high to Nigo. Right sideline it goes to Bell. Down into the right corner to Blaylock. Out front to Nigo. Left side to Norton. Into the left corner Bell. Down low Devonzo got free and he laid it in.
Yep, Wire got in front, but nobody on the help side. Daniel Ramser a little late getting there.
7-4. Bellarmine by 3. The Knights with the ball. 16 and a half to play in the first half. Ramser at the top right. Left side of the circle to Bach. Brand a one-bounce dribble to Eberhard. Foul line extended left. Adam looking to move inside. They cut him off. Dumps a pass low to Coles. Out to Wire. Missed the three from the left wing. Blaylock rebounds for Lewis. Ahead to Bell. Sideline right. Now crosses over to the top of the circle to Norton, top right. Right side, Devonzo. Baseline jumper. Beauty by Anthony Devonzo. He's got 4. And Lewis back to within 1. 7-6. Here's Coles on a drive and a foul against Bell of Lewis, and that will get us to our timeout. 15:54 to play. We're in the first half, just underway at Knights Hall, and Bellarmine leads it 7-6.
About sports. It's easy to find the sports content you care about, right? Wrong. We're not talking about the content overload you see every day. We're talking about the teams and athletes you truly care to follow. Your sons, daughters, friends, and neighbors, no matter their level of play, professional, college, high school, there's never been a way to find this sports coverage in one place, until now. StatSub covers the teams and athletes that have all the fans but none of the coverage. Visit statsub.com for more info.
And our team
does he? Okay.
beat only
Leading Lewis 7-6 here with 15:54 to play in the first half. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 369, is proud to sponsor the Bellarmine Knights honorary captain of the game. Bellarmine has a long-standing tradition of serving our community, as does IBEW Local 369. It's a tradition of excellence. Mark, Bellarmine shooting 3 of 4, but so is Lewis.
Both teams 3 of 4. Both teams 1 rebound. The only difference is one of Bellarmine's 3 buckets was a three-pointer, and they have that 1-point lead.
The Knights, winners of 45 in a row here at Knights Hall, playing their conference opener. Bach with the inbounds to Ramser, out front to Coles. There's a different defense here by...
It's in a 2-3 zone.
Here's Wire, a turnaround jumper at the free throw line, and he buried it. He was all by himself. Not sure what happened there to the Lewis defense.
Right where 2 defenders should have been.
Blaylock dribbling across the top to Nego at the top left. Nego needs some help. Left side, Blaylock. Out front, Nego, straight on three-pointer, off the mark. Ramsey rebounds for Bellarmine. The Knights attacking. Front court on the left side. This is Coles to Eberhard. Left side, cross-court pass right side to Ramser. Out front to Coles. Eberhard on the left wing. Fakes, doesn't shoot. Picks up the dribble, bounce pass low. Bach came to take it. Out front to Eberhard. Top right to Coles. Coles stops at the foul circle. Misses the jumper. War for the rebound is won by Lewis's Norton. Here come the Flyers from right to left, dressed in the red, trimmed with white and black. Nego on the right wing, out front to Norton. Norton dribbles off to the left, gives it up there to Blaylock, to Nego, right corner to Bell. Looks inside to Devonzo, can't find him. Now a drive by Bell, now Devonzo comes out to take it, and he buries one from the right of the lane. Anthony Devonzo has 6 points for Lewis.
They were there guarding him, and then they backed off of him.
9-8 in favor of Bellarmine. Here's Ramser, top of the circle, and now to Eberhard, above the arc, right side to Wire. Wire in the foul circle, right side to Bach. Brent's 3, bingo. The Augusta Rifle knocks it down.
Pretty hot player right now. Coming off an 8 out of 10 performance against Lynn University last week in Miami, and he's still hot.
Bach shot 64% from the field in those 2 games down in Florida, 44% from the three-point line. Blaylock, left side to Norton. His three-pointer is off the mark, and Bach soars in to grab the rebound. Outlets to Coles. Jarek on a drive. Right side, Eberhard. Adam puts it on the deck to the right of the lane. Had it knocked away, stripped by Blaylock. Up ahead to Diavanzo. Drives inside, and Wire.
That was totally
the charge.
Totally out of control there. That was an easy charge there for Ben Wire.
D'Avanzo with his first foul. He's not, I don't think, all that comfortable handling the ball in a, break kind of opportunity like
that. From the looks of that, he's not. I mean, that was a charge for 3 seconds before it happened.
Welcome back to Tyler Jenkins. He's into the game for the first time today for Bellarmine, along with Chavarsky Corbett and Parker Chitty.
Yep, just hope he just keeps getting that shoulder stronger and stronger, and it doesn't happen again.
Tyler missed 5 games. He played 18 minutes in the opening victory over Saginaw Valley and scored 6 points in that game. Corbett to Eberhard, left side. Adam drives into the lane. Right corner to Corbett. CeCe's three.
Another hot shooter. He's really found him a spot from that three-point line.
15-8. Jake Reinhardt is checked in for Lewis.
Another assist to Adam Eberhard.
Here's a looping pass down low over the head of a new player in, Frank Bokai. Bellarmine with the steal. Coles, front court on the left side, out front to Corbett. CeCe's three ball, back of the rim and not there. The rebound collected by Blaylock of Lewis. To Nigo here at the hash mark on the left side. Josh throws out front to Reinhardt. Reinhardt on the dribble, leaves it there for Blaylock right wing, and out front to Norton. To a cutting Nigo. Foul line jumper off the Cole move. It doesn't go. Rebound collected by Corbett. Gives to Coles. Bellarmine up 7, 15-8. 12.5 to play in the first half. Chitty on the left wing to Coles into the lane. Bounce pass Eberhard. 10-footer baseline left. Knocks it down.
That's like a layup for Adam Eberhard.
And a 30-second timeout called for by Scott Frost of Lewis. They want to talk it over. They extend it to a full, so we'll step aside. 12:21 to play in the half. Bellarmine 17 and Lewis 8. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. By 9, 17-8. The Knights are on a 10-2 run over the last 3.5 minutes. And when you look at the numbers, it's really not sparked by anyone as far as a lot of points by one individual, but 2 3-pointers, 3 3-pointers, one by Bach, one by Eberhard, one by Corbett.
Already hadn't played 8 minutes and already got 6 guys that have scored for Bellarmine.
Bell gets it to Wilson, who's back in, playing with the 2 fouls, picked up 2 very early. Hands to Bell, left to the circle, left side to Blaylock. Blaylock throws out front to Norton, top right. They get it to Reinhardt, and now back to Wilson, left side to Blaylock, with Bellarmine very tough on him. Blaylock dumps a pass down low, getting free, and laying it in is Norton. 17-10, Bellarmine by 7. Corbett on the right wing to Jenkins. Pass on it. Beautiful pass from Jenkins. And Corbett there for the easy bucket.
Doesn't take Tyler long to get his assist. Hadn't had one in a while.
19-10, Bellarmine by 9. Here's a pass out. Good. Rifled from the top by Wilson, and it sailed right out of bounds.
If that hits that cheerleader back there, she's unconscious.
In the concussion protocol.
Yeah.
C.J. Fleming, the freshman from Cincinnati, has checked in for the Knights. He has it deep on the right side, out front to Chitty. Now to Jenkins, coming out to the top. Left side to Chitty, loops a pass low and threw it away, intercepted by Norton, but Corbett came from behind and took it back.
About that. Heads up play there by CeCe.
So the Knights regain possession pretty quickly. Chitty bounces to Skylar Hunter, who's checked in. He's at the right elbow, hands back to Jenkins. Tyler splits 2 defenders, and they call them for steps. There was contact there, and Jenkins was a little bit off balance. So off the turnover, Lewis will get possession, down by 9 with 11 minutes to play in the first half. Here's DeVonzo at the top of the circle. He's got 6 points for Lewis. Left side to Blaylock, back to DeVonzo, inside, score it, and a foul and a blocking call underneath against Bellarmine.
Not sure.
Against Fleming.
Yeah, CJ was there, but I think he might have been a little deep that time.
DeVonzo off to a good start. He's averaging only 3 points a game. Mark has already scored 8.
Yeah, he's been a surprise so far early on here for Lewis.
Now he had 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals before fouling out against USI. Now I'm not sure the officials are coming over to the scorers table to check maybe either on the foul. At any rate, I'm not sure what they were doing there, but DeVonzo is at the line. Free throw up and good, so he's got 9 already. It's been a productive road trip for him thus far, 19-13. Bellarmine by 6. Jenkins on the deep angle left to Corbett, now up top to Fleming. Right side to Chitty. Chitty to Corbett, left of the circle. Left sideline to Fleming. CJ coming out front, right of the key to Hunter. Baseline right, here's a drive by Jenkins. Out to Chitty, left side to Fleming. Back out to Chitty. Parker's 3 straight on, back of the rim, no. And Wilson rebounds for Lewis. Gives to Bell. Dre hippity hop into the front court. He has not scored yet. And here's a travel against Lewis.
Thought he walked in the same spot last possession, but got away with it.
Eberhard and Wire coming back in, and Coles. Fleming and Hunter sit down.
So got 4 starters back in there for Bellarmine now. Tyler Jenkins the only non-starter.
And they brought him in off the bench, coming back from the injury. Jenkins on the angle right, out front to Coles. Coles dribbling left side, out front to Eberhard. Eberhard at the left elbow, gives to Bach on the left side. Coles into the lane, bounce pass low to Wire, and there's Ben for an easy 2.
Boy, great play there by Brent Bach to create, though. He is so good this year, dribbling the ball into the paint and making good decisions.
DeVonzo on the left wing to Bell, spins from right to left. Fadeaway 15-footer, doesn't fall. Eberhard boards for Bellarmine, gives it ahead to Coles. Back to Eberhard on the left side. Now to Jenkins. Tyler behind the back dribble, stops in the foul circle. Now to Eberhard. Eberhard passes right side, Coles. Coles to Eberhard, right of the circle. Adams 3, and bang!
Had missed a shot yet today.
He is really good at basketball.
He really is. He really understands the game, doesn't he?
Good shooter and a good passer. So this is the biggest lead for the Knights, 24-13. A whistle and a moving screen.
3 on Wilson.
So he has 3 fouls just past the midway point of the first half.
Let's talk to the referee. He talked to the referee after his first foul. Now he's talking to him after his 3rd foul.
Caleb Taylor's checked in for Bellarmine. Lewis has 6 guys on the court.
Wilson doesn't know he's out yet.
Norton is back in to replace him. Ramsey was already down court. He didn't know he had to take the ball out of bounds. 24-13, Bellarmine. Knights looking to step on the gas here. Nice pass, Eberhard low to Taylor. And they called Taylor that time. Now he's talking to the official about what he did wrong. Kind of rooted somebody out, I can only guess, down there.
I guess. I mean, they called that play just for him, just to get it down there to him.
I never seen a guy turn over faster in my life.
24-13, Bellarmine. Lewis with the ball. And it's Dre Bell to the offensive end. To DeVonzo at the top right. Now to Norton, left side of the circle. Left wing to Bell, down low to DeVonzo. His pass goes across the lane, and now they get it out to Nego. They work it into the right corner to Blaylock. And now a drive by Norton, pass around the perimeter. Left side to Bell is 3, not there, and a rebound to Eberhard. Quickly to Coles. Coles attacking, step through, and had it knocked away, and Bellarmine will keep it.
It's all right. Jerick kind of got a little carried away on that when he got out on that break early, but they had guys back, and Probably took a bad shot. Good thing they knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, he looked like Manu Ginobili with the Euro step through the lane there. Here's Ramser in the corner to inbound. He does to Bach on the left wing, out front to Eberhard. Eberhard, right of the circle. His pass is deflected. Bellarmine turns it over. Blaylock with the steal. Bounce pass ahead to Bell. Lays it up and in. Dre Bell heard from for the first time today. 24-15. 2 points for Bell. Bellarmine with the lead and the ball. Bach on the angle left, out front to Wire. Right of the circle to Coles. Jarek with the left-hand dribble. Now drives it into the paint. Dumps it off to Ramser. Jumped in the air and just kind of handed it to Coles on the left baseline. Lips the pass out front to Eberhard. Right side, Ramser. Back to Eberhard. Left side, they swing it to Coles for an open three. Off the mark. A whistle after the rebound was corralled by Norton of Lewis. And a foul has been called.
Fouls on Flyers, number 14, Nick Norton.
It's on Norton. So he is hit with his first foul, and the team's sixth, and that gets us to a timeout. 7:57 to play in the half. It's Bellarmine by 9, 24-15. This is Bellarmine Basketball, Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Afternoon for the GLBC opener. Bellarmine starting their 40th year in this conference, Mark. Picked first in the East Division. It's a 3-division league this year with only 15 teams. Maryville, by the way, was picked to win the Central, and Drury the West.
Just got to keep winning at home.
Coles with the inbounds, comes into Eberhard, way out front. Coles comes now out from the baseline to take it to Wire at the left elbow, turns, faces, fires, hit it.
Nobody there again. Did they not know he can shoot?
Ben Wire shoots 54% from the field and 57% from behind the line. He's got no threes as of yet today.
Bellarmine 4 out of 8 from the three.
26-15, Knights by 11, matching their biggest lead. Blaylock out front to Norton. Back to Blaylock on the left wing, drives against Ramser, baseline
Great
jumper,
defense.
not there. And the rebound to Eberhard, gives to Coles. Ramser was right with Blaylock that time. Here's Wire, fakes a three from the right wing. Ben dribbles to the right of the circle to Coles on the left side against Bell. Stop and go move Jarek. Got inside and thought better of it. Turns it out to Wire, gives to Eberhard. Adams spinning, passes to Wire, right side. Ben a couple of dribbles, whips it out front to Coles. 5 seconds to shoot, back to Wire. Here's the three straight on. That one rushed up against the clock and short, out of bounds.
It's one of the few possessions Bellarmine hadn't got a good look.
Ramser coming in along with Chitty. Corbett in as well for Bellarmine. Tyler Jenkins at the table. Wanted to come in, but they didn't let him in yet. 6:50 to play in the half.
9-4 advantage on the boards for Bellarmine.
Lewis shooting over 50%, but trailing. Big. Here is Nego from the right side. His three is off the mark. It's run down by Coles. 2 on 3. Jarek leaps it for Corbett. Left side to Wire. Ben to the lane. Picks up the dribble out to Coles, right of the key. Coles looks inside, cross-courts it to Chitty. Parker drives in the lane underneath the Wire.
Good
Nice
pass.
fake, missed the shot. Goes after his own rebound, couldn't get it. Bell has it for Lewis after he took a tumble. And now he rescues the dribble, comes to the offensive end. Right sideline to Blaylock. Out front to Norton, fakes a pass. Corbett guarding him. Pass on the left wing to Nego. Nego faking against Bach. One bounce dribble, down low to D'Avanzo. Baseline jumper, off the mark, and the rebound to Bach of Bellarmine. Knights running, guy has the numbers. Coles to Bach, left of the lane. Pass goes to Chitty in the left corner. Whips it right side to Corbett. Out to Wire, right of the key to Chitty. Left corner to Bach for a three. Hit it.
There, I'll shoot it. Don't hurt me, I'll shoot it. Bach 2 for 2 from the three.
The Augusta rifle.
Boy, that one went from the right side to the left corner real quick.
29-15. Bellarmine's biggest lead now, 14 points. Here's Blaylock's jumper from the right of the lane. It's not there, and Wire with a rebound for the Knights. Up ahead to Coles. Jarrett left side to Chitty, out front to Wire. Right side to Bach. Bach dribbling into the foul circle, bounces to Corbett, right of the lane. CC trying to post up a little bit, moves into the lane from right to left, lays it up on the rim, it doesn't fall, and D'Avanzo collects the rebound for Lewis. D'Avanzo looks tired.
He looks like he's dead tired, like he can't take another step.
He barely could get across the midcourt line. Here's Lewis on the attack with Nego. Left side of the circle to Blaylock, left wing to Bell. Bell dribbles to the left of the circle, across to the right side, leaves it there for Norton. His three is not there, and in a hurry, grabbing the rebound in the left corner was Bach. Gets it to Coles with 4:40 to play in the half. Bach out front, gives to Wire, Ben right of the circle, left side to Corbett, out front to Chitty. Parker on the move, faking, right of the circle, out front to Wire, Ben's three-pointer, down the road.
He just backed up a little bit and got him a wide open three that time.
And a full timeout being called for by Lewis, and Scott Toast is not a happy man. 4:24 to play here in the first half. It's Bellarmine 32, Lewis 15. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Partnership with Blue Frame Technology, you can now watch your favorite Great Lakes Valley Conference sports on the new GLVC Sports Network Apple TV app. Easily tune in to live broadcasts or search through thousands of archived broadcasts. Have an older Apple TV? You can still watch on your TV by going to AirPlay on your iOS device and choosing Apple TV. Begin watching your broadcast now on the new GLVCSN app, available in the App Store.
The IBEW
have missed their last 5 field goal attempts, and Bellarmine is on an 8-0 run over the last 3:33 to up their lead from 24-15 to 32-15. Bellarmine shooting 59%, 54.5% from the three-point line, and Lewis's percentage, which was over 50% mark, is now down to 38.9.
Yeah, they've had to rush some shots. They're not getting any easy shots, and still don't have an offensive rebound yet for a second chance.
Here's Bell, front court for Lewis, drives around Chitty, kicks it left corner to Nego. Nego passes down low, and that one is thrown away. Intended down low for Brandon McCombs, who's just checked in, a 6'7" freshman for Lewis from Jacksonville, Illinois. Bellarmine up 32-15. C.J. Fleming back in the lineup for the Knights. Here's a whistle as Corbett, going down the lane, was impeded. It's on McCombs. That'll be the team's 7th, and Corbett will be on the line for Bellarmine. CC has 5 points, averaging 7 on the season.
First trip to the line for the Knights so far.
And Corbett knocked it in. Bellarmine was, 16 out of 16 against Lynn last week. Corbett's next one is short.
And needed every one of them.
Yep, 33-15. Bellarmine by 18. Here's Bell working out front against Chitty. Leaves it there on the right sideline to Nego. New man in is Oliver Donovan as well for Lewis. Out front to Norton. Left wing to Bell, goes baseline, cut off, and Chitty knocks it out of bounds with 7 on the shot clock. Mark, over the last 4 or 5 minutes, Bellarmine's really tightened the screws here.
Their defense is, I keep saying it could be one of the best defensive teams I've seen here before it's all over with.
Donovan gets it in and gets it to Bell on the left side against Corbett, and a violation as Bell, I think, stepped on the baseline.
Yep. I mean, Lewis has had a few open looks from the three-point line, and that's about it. All the rest of them have been pretty challenged shots.
It's the 7th turnover committed by Lewis. Corbett now out front to Eberhard, right of the circle to Chitty. Parker fakes a pass left, now dribbles to the left, gives it to Eberhard, left to the key. Adams stop and go move in the foul circle. Right side to Corbett, out to Jenkins. Tyler in the left of the lane, and he got fouled by Bell. That'll be his second foul.
Adams a little, he's a little disgusted. He wanted somebody to break to the basket that time, and nobody broke. He's kind of got that look on his face.
Tyler Jenkins has not scored since the first game of the year, and he hits his free throw, so he'll get another one here. Ben Wire in replacing Jabarski Corbett for Bellarmine. Wire has 9 points. Eberhard has 8 to pace the Knights. Jenkins up again, good again. So Tyler with 2, 35-15. Bellarmine by 20. 3:15 to play here in the half. Bell out on the top right to Nego. Left side to Norton. Back to Bell on the left wing. Out front to Norton. Norton spins, open at the free throw line, buried it. He got free.
Yep, spun, and Adam kind of bounced off of him and left some space there.
Here's Jenkins on the left wing to Eberhard, now to Fleming, right of the circle. Right wing to Chitty. Out front to Jenkins. Tyler, one bounce dribble to Wire at the right elbow. Right sideline to Chitty. Whips it back to Wire, open for 3, right side. That one a bit short. Norton grabs the rebound for Lewis. 35-17. Bellarmine by 18 as Bell throws a bounce pass that was knocked away. Kicked, they say.
Yeah, late call. He kicked it, and nobody blew the whistle. And finally, after Bellarmine comes up with it, the whistle blows.
Here comes Coles back in, replacing Fleming for Bellarmine. Brandon McCombs, I thought was going to inbound, but now they say Bell from the baseline left side to Donovan. Now to Nego, right side of the circle. Nego dribbles across the top. Left side, Donovan open from 12 feet. It doesn't go. And Jenkins with a rebound. He hurries to the offensive end, right to the rack. Got bumped. Tried to throw one back up over his head and got the foul call.
It might get, no, 1 in the bonus. Thought he might get 2 shots out of that.
The foul is on Nego. That's the 9th against Lewis, and Tyler will be on the line, but for the 1+.
Substitution for the Flyers, number 5,
Marco Pettinato is into the game for the first time, freshman out of Mokena, Illinois. I talked to Scott Truss before the game, Mark. He said one of his next few games on the schedule is a road game at Northwestern, so he'll get some money for that, but that doesn't really help the 1-loss record as Jenkins hits the first. And they have some other difficult games upcoming as well.
He's off to a brutal schedule.
Frank Bukai is in for the first time, the junior from Davison, Michigan. Tyler Jenkins 3 for 3 from the foul line here in the first half. And hits that one, so he's 4 out of 4. And Bellarmine extends the lead to 20, 37-17. This is Bellarmine's biggest lead of the game. There's a pass on the left sideline to Nego. Top right to Pettinato. Back to Nego, left to the circle. Right side to Norton. Thought about the 3. Dribbles across the top, hands it back to Nego. Working to the right at long range. Back out front to Norton. Nick on a drive. The runner is good out the window. Nick Norton has scored 6 for Lewis, and it's 37-19 Bellarmine. Coles on the left side for the Knights. Now Wire at the top. High left to Coles. Now to Eberhard, left of the lane. Adam faking, puts it on the deck, works his way down into the paint, up over Norton. Missed the shot, War for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. 2 or 3 Lewis guys had it, and they all lost it.
The coaches all thought Bellarmine would We'd see a lot of zone today, but really hadn't seen it except on out of bounds underneath.
Ramser back in, replacing Jenkins for Bellarmine. Coles, baseline right, comes into Ramser with it, right wing, guarded by Pettinato. Now Coles comes out to take it. There's a looping pass to Wire in the foul circle. Whips it right corner to Ramser. Ramser on a drive, cut off there. Out to Wire. They swing it around the perimeter to Bach. The Augusta rifle tees one up. Ooh, no good. Took Wire no. And Wire offensive rebound and again couldn't score. But drew a foul and gets a good hand from the crowd.
Yeah, Ben way up above everybody there on that tip. Couldn't get it to go, and then was quick off his feet again to get his own miss.
Bukai drew the foul, and Wire will be on the line. Ben has 9 points today, and he'll have 2. Season high or career high, I should say, of 18 against IU Southeast. He's in double figures, hits the first free throw, 38-19. Bellarmine on top with 1:14. Wire's next shot, perfect. So Ben with 11, 39-19. Bellarmine by 20. Blaylock right wing to Nigo, left of the circle. A screen out front from Bukai. Nigo's pass into the right corner to Norton. Nick's three, beauty. Nick Norton now with 9 for Lewis. 39-22, Bellarmine.
Lewis hits their first three with 1 minute to go in the half.
Skylar Hunter is in the game for Bellarmine. He has the ball, and the whistle stops play.
What's the call there?
I'm not sure. Turnover to Bellarmine of some sort.
I have no idea what that was.
There was no foul. Could have been a walk, I guess.
Unless he stepped on the baseline, they just blew the whistle late.
Could have been. At any rate, a turnover for the Knights. Nigo on the left wing. Out front to Pettinato. Sideline right to Norton. Norton on a drive and a foul against Bellarmine this time, but only the Knights' third of the half. It's on Hunter, his first. 20 seconds on the shot clock for Lewis. Pettinato loops it into Norton at the right elbow, dribbles through to the left side, gives it to Blaylock, right side Pettinato, bounce pass down low, and Bukai there banks it in from the right of the lane. 39-24, Bellarmine by 15. 20 seconds to play in the half, and the Knights will go for one shot here. Coles yo-yos the dribble out near midcourt. Now Jarek looking to attack with 10 seconds. Coles left of the circle to Hunter at the top of the key. Skylar drives, leaves it for Wire, right of the circle. Back to Coles, left wing. 1 second left. Coles flings one at the buzzer. That's the end of the first half, and it's Bellarmine by 15. The Knights 39 and Lewis 24. We'll come back and have a quick chat here with Felton Spencer after you hear this.
Like Bellarmine basketball, Highland Insurance.
Coaches for Bellarmine joins us here with the Knights up by 15, 39-24. What did you like most about the first half for Bellarmine?
We had good energy coming out. We did a good job on the defensive end as far as talking and trying to be there. We had a couple rotations where we were about a half a step slow, but for the most part, we did a really good job of being aggressive on defense and going after the rebounds and pushing the ball.
What kind of a challenge does Blaylock present on the perimeter?
Well, he's a high-energy guy. He's crafty with the basketball, and he's going to have his hands most of the time. So we just want to really get up into him, make him put it on the deck, and force him to have to do something else with the ball rather than just let him step there and shoot it. And our guys did a good job of that. Offensively, we got to be a little more aggressive on our break and go at them. We kind of let the ball stick a little bit. We were moving it across the top and really not getting any penetration going north to south, and we need to do that more.
Can you go another 20 minutes and not give up an offensive rebound?
We hope so.
Thank you, Dalton. We'll let you run.
Guys.
That's Dalton Spencer, and we'll get to some of those numbers. Mark pointing out that Lewis did not have an offensive rebound in the first half. I want to interrupt myself here for a second. Raven Merriweather, at the last home game, went over the 1,000-point mark for her career, and they are presenting her, Coach Chancellor Dugan, presenting her with a basketball. That's probably just what Raven needs, is another basketball. They always do that for players when they achieve milestones. Today, Raven was one of the few nights who actually
had 18.
Had 18 points and 13 rebounds, but she needed some help as Bellarmine lost the women's game to Lewis 81-55. The men are up by 15 here at the break, 39-24. Bellarmine with the lead here as they search for their 7th victory here at the start of the season. We'll come back with more halftime. Take a look at the halftime stats sponsored by Cravings a la carte. We'll do that next. This is Bellarmine Basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Bellarmine is my home away from home. I feel like I have a family there. All the people around me really made me feel like I always had someone to go to.
Everybody's got a friendly smile. Everybody looks excited to go to class, and professors even stop in the quad to talk to you, and that's something that you don't find everywhere.
When someone asks you how your day is, they actually want to know.
That connectedness kind of pushes everyone as a collective group to be something more.
You can talk to anyone on campus and they'll tell you that the thing that they love most is the small class sizes and things like that, so that they can really understand and perfect what they're learning and then take it and utilize it in whatever they want to do with it.
My teachers are amazing. They go out of their way to make sure we achieve our goals.
Bellarmine professors not only want you to succeed within the classroom, but outside of the classroom. Campus life is exciting and welcoming and fun.
There's always something going on. Every student is passionate about what they do or what they want to do.
Everyone feels a sense of belonging at Bellarmine, and everyone feels a sense of community.
I know that Bellarmine really cares about whether or not their students can afford the university, and they go out of their way to make sure they can afford the university.
They do an excellent job of making sure that students who need financial aid and things like that get it in any way that they can.
Study abroad is so accessible for students at Bellarmine.
This next semester I'm studying abroad in Spain, so they've done a lot to get me involved. They actually got me a job teaching English to students over there.
Last winter, I actually got to go to London and Dublin, and I fell in love with both places, and that wouldn't have been possible without Bellarmine.
I don't think I would be who I am today without Bellarmine University.
I look at this place and it's home. It's really allowed me to see things from different angles and different sides of things.
It definitely gives me a variety of perspectives, and that's what I value most about it.
The community is so welcoming and hospitable that no matter where you're from or who you are, you can feel at home.
Birds Knights Nation is great because it allows everyone to get involved on campus, regardless of where they come from. They don't have to be just athletes. And really, we welcome anyone with open arms to come out and support our teams.
As a student athlete myself, it's really important that people come out to the game and support all the hard work you do, not just for the games on the field, but off the field in the classroom. It's really awesome when we see coaches and players happy after games, not only because they won, but so many people showed up, and knowing that we had a little hand in that is really cool to walk away with.
What I really love about it is that we have so much love at this school, and we got enthusiasm, cheerful people, and Knights Nation does its best to channel that enthusiasm, to our sports teams. We get all kinds of people out at soccer games, basketball games, lacrosse games, field hockey games, softball games, baseball games. But we have a great time doing it, and it's a great organization, and it's one of the many reasons I love Bellarmine University.
My name is Patricia. I'm from Belfast in Northern Ireland, and I'm studying here at Bellarmine because I wanted a small community. I wanted to make loads of new friends and just become involved on campus and off campus as well. The first thing I saw was St. Robert's Gate, and it looked absolutely gorgeous. And then you could see the soccer pitch, and I was just so excited for my year here. I'm usually quite busy, so I don't have that much time to talk to them, but I would say to them, I'm having such a great time and I don't want to come home.
With this guard, they've got 4 guards that are just interchangeable out there. You can just rotate them in, and they're all pretty quick. I just think this team has a chance to be very, very good defensively before this year's up. Because it all starts right there.
It's impressive because they're fighting over the top on the screens, and that means you got to get out and hedge a little and to get back. And they've got caught one time where they didn't get back quick enough. They've only got one wide open 3-point, and that's the one that they made.
Yeah.
Lewis has got. Other than that, they have challenged every 3-point shot, and you're making them shoot quicker than they want. That's a sign of a good defense. And then they've done a great job on the defensive board. An excellent job on that defensive board.
The other thing, too, is they've gotten a boost today. Tyler Jenkins is back from his shoulder injury, and hopefully he can stay healthy. What does he bring?
He's one of those 4 rotating guards that can do it. I think he's a little more. He and Derek, because of experience, are a little more, let's say, willing to take it to the basket. I think the 2 other newcomers coming in are a little apprehensive right now because they're afraid they're going to make a mistake, and they don't want to make a mistake, and so they don't do it. Where Derek and Tyler have been here long enough, they know they're not going to lose their job, if they take it in there. So they're a little more aggressive.
I know you've seen players improve over the years from year to year, but Brent Bark, his transformation to this his senior year, really been remarkable.
Well, he's got better every year, and Brent's key for playing, I don't think it's any secret, and he knows that the better job he does on defense, the more he's going to play. Because he is obviously the most gifted offensive scorer that we have in the backcourt. Now, so that means you got to guard him on the other end. And the more he can do that, the better. He did a great job defensively in Florida as well as offense. And I think that's what keeps him in the game. The better defense he plays, the more he's going to play.
Jerry Jones visiting with us here at halftime, and we appreciate you, as always, coming by.
I enjoy it because the way this whole conference plays is the way I like to see basketball played. And these games, Lewis has a good team. They're well coached. You know, you don't see them running around like a chicken with their head cut off. They share the ball. They get it. They've got a good basketball team. And to beat them, you've got to execute. And that's the way it is in this league. If you don't bring your A game, you're going to be in the B League.
Especially at home. You got to win at home.
Oh, yeah,
it's like
you
a double loss when you lose at home.
Right, when you lose at home, it is a double loss.
Yeah.
In a league like this.
Jerry, we appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, see you next week.
Yes, sir. Jerry Jones joining us here at halftime. We'll get you ready for the start of the second half. Bellarmine leads by 15 points over Lewis, 39-24. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. By 15 points here, 39-24. Other games today in the GLBC, UIS is at Missouri S&T. Drury hosts McKendree. Maryville visits Rockhurst. UMSL will travel to Truman State. William Jewell is at home against Quincy. UIndy entertains USI. And UW Parkside will host Trinity International. That's a non-conference game.
Hey, watch out.
Here we go with Lewis in possession. To start the second half, Doug Orme and Mark Bug here at Knights Hall. This is Dre Bell at the top left for Lewis. A bounce pass on the left side to Blaylock. Whips it cross court right side to Nego. Out front to Bell. Dribbles across to the left of the circle. Back out front to Wilson, plagued by foul trouble in the first half. Blaylock right side to Nego. Out front to Wilson, driving into the paint, off balance, and the Knights bail him out with a foul. And that will go against Coles of Bellarmine, his first.
Jack tried to get there and draw that charge, just not quite in place. I mean, Wilson, he just wants to drive.
Bell with a long pass inside. Wilson makes the catch right of the lane. Double clutch and put it up and in.
They kept the main guy from getting it, but not the secondary man.
Wilson with 4 points now. Bellarmine in possession. Eberhard, Wire, Ramser, Coles, and Bach for the Knights. Here's Coles, left side of the circle. Out front, Eberhard, top of the key. Drives to the right of the lane. Nice backdoor cut by Ramser. Head and shoulder fake. Left the layup short. War for the rebound. It's loose on the floor. Ramser battling. Coles battling. Bell battling. And the possession arrow is in favor of Bellarmine. So it'll be the Knights' ball, and Scott Trost, coach for Lewis, screaming at his players to go get the ball. Bach will inbound with a full shot clock. Baseline left for Bellarmine. Fakes a pass underneath to Ramser in the left corner. Out high left to Coles. Guarded by Nego. Coles loops the pass to Eberhard at the left elbow. Cross court right corner to Bach. Dribbles it out front to Coles, left side to Ramser, back to Coles with 4 assists on the half. Coles at the top of the key, needs help now to Bach on the right sideline, back to Coles, 10 seconds to shoot. Jarek left of the lane, stops to Eberhard, left of the lane, his 6-footer is good. Eberhard with 10 now for Bellarmine, and the Knights up by 15 again, 41-26, with 18.5 to play in the first half. Bellarmine's biggest lead was 20. With 3:15 left in the first half, and here is a whistle and a foul against Coles. Or correction, Ramser, number 12, not 21. I misread the fingers there from the official. 41-26, Bellarmine by 15. Here's the inbounds to Blaylock, left side to Diabonzo, steps inside, and Coles takes a charge from Diabonzo.
Just slammed Jarek right to the ground.
Second foul on Diabonzo and the first on Lewis. 18:25 to play. We're at Knights Hall, the GLVC opener. Bellarmine, of course, won the regular season and the tournament last season. Here's Ramser across the top for Bellarmine. Right side to Eberhard, a pass to Wire on the right block. Turns against Diavanzo, backs him down and powers it up and in.
There's that inside move we want to see more of Ben make.
That had Jake Thielen, one of the assistants for Bellarmine, jumping up and down because he could do that quite well when he played here. Here's Bell on the angle left for Lewis. Knights up by 17, 43-26. Here's Nigo in the left corner. He launches a three. It is long. The rebound volleyballed around. Eberhard comes away with it for Bellarmine. Left side to Coles. Jarek wanted to go to the hoop. They cut him off. Out to Ramsey. Three-pointer. Count it.
Another quick timeout by Lewis.
And Scott Prost would probably like to take on the bus right now and get out of here. We'll step aside. 17:36 to play in the game. It's Bellarmine by 20, 46-26. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game. Do you have a financial...
Is proud to sponsor the Bellarmine Student Athletes Community Service Program Nights in Action. Both Passport Health Plans and Bellarmine are dedicated to helping Kentuckians live healthier lives. For more information, go to passporthealthplan.com. Along with Mark Bugg, this is Doug Orme. We're at Knights Hall. Bellarmine leading 46-26 after that quick timeout called for by Lewis. We're just 2.5 minutes into the second half. Lewis from left to right. This is Blaylock on the left wing. Comes to the top of the circle, throws a terrible pass right into the hands of Eberhard. Makes the interception, now comes to the offensive end. Left side to Wire, and Ben shuffled his feet for traveling.
As soon as the whistle blew, he knew what happened.
That's the next part of his game too, isn't it, Mark? Trying to do something a little bit off the bounce.
Yeah, but he's been going to the basket pretty good from out there, without walking, but he just got in a hurry that time. A little too quick.
Diavanzo out front to Nigo, left of the circle to Blaylock, and now Bell deep on the left sideline. Dribbles across to the top of the key, right side to Wilson. Wilson bounces it out to Nigo, whips a pass into the left corner to Bell, guarded by Coles. Bell out front to Nigo, 8 seconds to shoot. Now Wilson on the right wing, fakes the three, drives the runner, good off the window. So Wilson with 6, 46-28, Bellarmine with the lead. Wire on the right sideline to Ramser. A screen from Eberhard, Daniel to the top of the key. On the angle right to Wire, back out front Ramser, left side to Bach, who zigged when Daniel thought he was going to zag, and the ball sails out of bounds. The Knights turn it over. I think Brent, it's hard to tell who was at fault there. He wanted to go to the basket, I think.
Yeah, he's already taken a couple steps that way.
Bell on the left sideline to Blaylock. Out front Wilson now guarded by Eberhard. Right side they swing it to Nigo. Now his pass taken away by Wire. Nice steal as they tried to go low, Lewis did, to Diavanzo. Out front to Bach, and now Eberhard. Right side of the circle to Coles. Now to Ramser on the angle right. Gives to Bach, curling out from right to left. To Eberhard above the arc left side. Now Ramser posting up on the left block. Wheels inside. Can't score, but... And now they call a foul on Ramser, I think. He might have hooked with the arm. That's his second foul, and the team's third. Mark, I was about to say it's unusual to see Daniel kind of posting up in that low block area. but it looked like maybe he was going to be able to make his move and score.
Looked like it was no problem there. Mystery foul.
46-28 Bellarmine. 15:55 to go. Lewis with the ball. Bell to Nego at the top of the circle. Josh to the left of the key. Out front to Blaylock. Stops and fires a three. Short. Back rebounds for Bellarmine. Comes to the offensive end. Gives to Ramser on the right sideline. Out front to Wire. Left side Coles. Guarded by Wilson. Coles yo-yos the dribble with the right hand. Coles working into the lane. Out front to Eberhard. Eberhard faking. Now driving down the right of the lane and lays it up and in.
Just a different game for Adam. He just toying with him out there today.
He is a cerebral player, no doubt about that. 48-28, Bellarmine by 20, matching their biggest lead. Here's Wilson working the baseline right side, got free and scored, and he got fouled.
Nope. Yeah, that's the best move he's made today by far.
Wire with the foul, his first, and that's 4 quickly on Bellarmine. And that will get us to a timeout. 15:08 to play in the game. The Knights by 18, 48-30. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Go Knights. It's the best way to travel.
Inside and outside today.
Yeah, it's good. It's been a good half and 5 minutes for Ben.
C.J. Fleming, Parker Chitty, Tyler Jenkins check in for Bellarmine. C.J. Wilson will try to complete a three-point play here for Lewis.
Ben leads. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say he leads Lewis in scoring here with 9 points, and he has scored 7 of his 9 here in the first 5 minutes.
Ben back to Ben. Ben leads Bellarmine in scoring with 13. He's 5 out of 10.
Chitty out front for the Knights. Parker hasn't scored yet today. Here's a looping pass to Wire at the right elbow. Into the left corner to Jenkins. Out to Chitty, left to the key. Hands to Jenkins coming around from the left corner underneath the Fleming. Out to Chitty. Parker's three. Count it. Parker Chitty with his first three. 51-31. Bellarmine by 20 once again. Bell at the top right to Diavanzo, guarded by Wire. To Blaylock. Out high right now to Nego. Right sideline to Bell. Bell now drives into the lane. Gets it to Blaylock. He's called for steps. Lewis turns it over for the 12th time today. Bellarmine has 9. The Knights shooting 53% for the game. Lewis at 50%. When Lewis has been able to get shots here, they've been able to hit, but they've been unable to stop Bellarmine.
Yeah.
Fleming on the right side to Chitty. Out front to Jenkins. Tyler guarded by Blaylock. Pass on the left side to Fleming, and now leaves it for Eberhard, left of the lane. Adam working, picks up his dribble, out front to Wire. Sideline right, it comes to Fleming. CJ to Chitty, left of the circle. Parker fakes, goes up, fires, shot it long. He was up against the clock, and the rebound not controlled by Lewis, and it will come back to Bellarmine. Nick Norton coming in for Kristen Wilson for Lewis.
Nego just had it and rolled right down his leg and down. He hit his foot and went right out of bounds.
Bellarmine for the game has hit 7 out of 15 threes today, and they've held Lewis to just 1 for 9. Oh, they say a shot clock violation.
It didn't hit the rim. He's right. But did they have control of the ball?
And it'll be Lewis's ball.
Coach Stanport said they had control of the ball. I'm not sure if he did or not. Nigo, it just went right down his leg.
13:50 to play in the game. It's Lewis's ball. Nigo right of the circle. This pass is deflected. Eberhard didn't see it. Norton got it back, and now he's called for steps. That was a disjointed kind of a play right there for both sides, and it all starts with a deflection and got everybody off kilter. Bellarmine's ball, 13:40 to play in the game. Chitty out front to Eberhard, left side Fleming. CJ scoreless thus far today. Top of the circle, left side Eberhard, faking, driving, into the lane he goes, stops, needs help, gets it out high left to Wire, now out front Fleming, hands it back to Jenkins, Tyler around to the right, out to Wire, his three-pointer, pretty. That's Ben's second.
Need an assist, just throw it to Ben. Wherever he is on the floor, he'll score.
Wire has scored 16, too shy of his career high, 54-31, and here's a steal by Jenkins. Shot the gap, drives, and lays it in. Tyler with his first field goal has 6 points today.
Great anticipation there by Tyler. Just shot the gap and easy layup.
Bellarmine by 25 now, and the Knights faithful love it. Here's a drive by Blaylock into the left corner to Norton. Nick's three-pointer, ring it up. That's his second three-pointer.
Hit them both.
56-34 Bellarmine. Wire fakes the three, leaves it for Eberhard above the arc at the top. Out front to Chitty. Parker drives right elbow. Out front Wire. Left side to Fleming. Flips it over to Eberhard on the left wing. Adam faking. Moves into the lane. Fakes again. Right corner to Wire. Another three from Wire. The third Thomas Fleming is at it again. He's got 19 now.
Adam wanted to shoot that one. He got into the lane, in the spot to shoot it, and just couldn't get it off.
Here's a Euro step through by Blaylock on a drive and a blocking foul against Bellarmine. It'll go against Chitty, his first foul, and the team's fifth. Marco Pettinato into the game for Lewis, and Chabarsky Corbett coming in for Bellarmine. Jenkins and Eberhard sit down. Coles is back in for Bellarmine as well, along with Corbett. 12:09 to play in the game, and the Knights by 25. Pettinato, baseline right, got it into Blaylock. Baseline jumper doesn't go, and Wilson, I think,
he knew it,
committed a foul going over Wire's back, and that'll be his fourth.
He's already sprinted to the other end.
Brent Bach is back in for Bellarmine, replacing Chitty. Well, Wire's hot. Let's see if he can unleash another three here before the media timeout. Fleming deep on the angle right. Out front to Corbett. Now lose it for Bach out front. Left side to Coles. Coles throws instead out front to Fleming. Now to Corbett. Right side to Bach. Bellarmine attacking. There's a drive by Coles down the right of the lane. Leaves it for Wire. Left corner to Bach. Fakes the three. Drives into the left elbow area. Stops and pulls up and hits it.
Well, Lewis recovered quickly that time. Bach had an open three, it looked like, but they got there, and Brent took it into the lane and shot it.
And made it. He's got 8 points. Here's Norton right side for Lewis. A bounce low to Wilson. Into the right corner to Norton. Fakes the three. Now drives. The runner in the paint is good, and he's fouled. Nick Norton all of a sudden has 14 points. And Ben Wire has picked up his second foul, and that will get us to a timeout with 11:19 to play. Bellarmine's biggest lead has been 27. It's at 25 now, thanks primarily in this half to Ben Wire, who has scored 8 of his 19 points, and Bellarmine leads it 61-36. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub. With exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours. The home of Division II college sports.
My husband
today's game. Bellarmine leads it 61-36 with 11:19 to go. And going back quickly through the box scores, I thought there was a game earlier in the year when someone did not have an offensive rebound for the entire game, but
I know we talked about it all through the game, but I was thinking somebody got it.
Yeah,
they got one there late.
They've not had a shutout from that standpoint. Maybe for a half. That may have been a.
I definitely know we did for a half.
Here's Norton at the line for Lewis.
17 assists for Bellarmine on 22 baskets.
Lewis missed the free throw, turns away in disgust. He better run back because Bellarmine will run it down your throat. Here's Corbett on the right sideline to Fleming. Fleming passes to Corbett deep on the right wing. Out front to Bach, and a whistle inside. Somebody may have been holding Eberhard. Nick Norton commits his second foul, and the third on Lewis.
It's about the only way you can stop Adam, I think, is holding.
Eberhard has 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists today. Fleming, baseline right, gets it into Bach deep on the right side. Out front, Eberhard. On the angle right, Coles. Jarek dribbles with the left hand into the foul circle. Now backs up, guarded by Pettinato to Corbett. Left of the circle. CC's runners out of control and missed the shot. And Lewis the other way. Blaylock front court for the Flyers in the left corner, and here's blocking foul underneath. Fleming trying to draw a charge, which he has been very adept at.
I think he had one there.
They called him for his second, and that's the team's 7th.
Boy.
So we'll have a free throw for Delaney Blaylock, at least one. It's one in the bonus.
Blaylock made a pass that time and definitely left his feet. And CJ right there and took it.
Blaylock's free throw is good. That is his first point today. Comes in averaging nearly 18.
Yeah.
He had a season-high 22 against Northern Michigan. Free throw up, and that one long. Eberhard rebounds. But again, remember, in the 2 games last year, Blaylock was just 8 of 26 from the field against Bellarmine. So he's had his struggles against the Knights. 61-37, 10.5 to play. Bach between the circles, right wing to Eberhard. Eberhard to the foul line. Leaves it for Bach, curling from right to left. Brent down the left of the lane, fakes, doesn't shoot it. Whips it out right side to Fleming. CJ drives it, leaves it for Eberhard right of the circle. Adams 3, back of the rim, no good. And Wilson, high in the air, grabs a Lewis rebound. As we near the 10-minute mark. Reinhardt to Pettinato at the top of the circle. On the top right, this is Blaylock with it. Top of the key, nearly lost it. Bach nearly swiped it. Left corner to Norton. Norton fakes a pass, now gets it low to Wilson, spinning on Eberhard. Head and shoulder fake, missed the shot, left it short. Got his own rebound and put it up and in.
And there's our offensive rebound that we just gave up.
61-39. Well, it took him 30
Not
minutes
much you
to
can do
get
about
it.
that one. Wilson just took a bad shot and got his own rebound.
Here's Coles on the left side. Here's a drive. He's cut off by Pettinato. Out front to Eberhard. Top right to Fleming. Right corner to Corbett. CC, one bounce dribble out to Fleming. Top of the key. Left of the circle to Bach. Left corner to Coles. Jarek on a baseline drive, and they take it away. Tried to pass it along the baseline. Wilson with the interception. Up ahead to Blaylock. He drives, missed the shot, and the rebound loose. He got his own rebound. Fades away from the left side of the bucket, misses a 6-footer. Eberhard, another rebound for Bellarmine. Out to Coles, to Bach, lays it up, no, but he is fouled with 9:02 to play in the game. And this foul against Lewis's
Fouls on Flyers, number 14, Nick
Norton, his third. And Bellarmine's Brent Bach will be on the free throw line. He'll have a pair. Brent 57% on the year.
You got to give Lewis has had a rough schedule. Plus, they just played 2 nights ago or Tuesday night in
Thursday night, 2 nights ago.
Thursday night, yeah, in Southern Indiana, and then they had to travel here. So and Bellarmine's had a week off, so they've been looking forward to playing Lewis and been practicing against them or practicing for them for the last 3 or 4 days. So it's a big advantage.
Bach hit both free throws, 63-39. Brent now averaging 11 on the season, has 10 today. Pettinato on the left sideline. Out front to Wilson. Now they get it down low, and there's Vukai, who was checked back in, and he missed inside, but draws a foul, and it'll go against Corbett, his first, and the 8th whistled against Bellarmine.
CC got caught out of position that time. It's either a layup or a foul.
Vukai has a field goal for 2 on the day, and he'll have 2 shots here, and the first is good. Chitty coming in, replacing Bach for Bellarmine. 8:51 to play in the game, and Bellarmine up by 23. Next one on the way, perfect by Vukai. So he has 4, and it's 63-41 Bellarmine. Eberhard on the left side to Ramser, just inside the hash, out front to Corbett. Top right to Jenkins, pass on the right sideline to Chitty. Chitty out front there to Ramser, left side to Corbett. Now to Eberhard, drives it. Runner from the right of the lane, banked it off the window and got it. Eberhard now has 14. 65-41 Bellarmine. 8:25 to go. Here's Wilson in the foul circle. Right side to Reinhardt. His pass back to Wilson. Faking right, goes left. Left corner, Patinato, his 3. Short, rebound tipped by Vukai.
Block out, good block out, CC.
And a foul against Frank Vukai. That'll be his second. And 5 on Lewis. Here's Wire back in, and he'll replace Eberhard for Bellarmine. The Knights shooting 58% today. For the season, they're shooting 53-2. That leads the Great Lakes Valley Conference here in the early going amongst conference teams. Here is Ramsey on a drive, shovels it off to Jenkins, and Tyler with a reverse layup puts it in. Coming from the right side of the basket to the left, flipped it up and in, 67-41 Bellarmine. Reinhardt dribbling across the top, leaves it there, and Gow gets it back into the left corner and hits the deck. He was fouled over there on a 3-point try.
Parker just a little over-aggressive, fouled the 3-point shooter.
Second foul on Chitty. By the way, a new player in there, Bailey Basala, in for the first time today, a freshman out of Moline, Illinois, for Lewis. We'll take a break, 7:47 to play. Ben Wire has 19 points, Adam Eberhard 14, Brent Bach 10. You get the idea. Bellarmine leads at 67-41. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Bellarmine with 3 players in double figures today. Wire with 19, Eberhard 14, Bach with 10. And they lead it by 26, 67-41. And at the free throw line and hitting the first shot for Lewis is Jake Reinhardt, the sophomore out of Bloomington, Illinois, scores for the first time today.
Bellarmine 52% from the 3 today, 10 out of 19. If you want to look, the only thing, and this isn't a bad thing, it depends on how you get all your points, but Bellarmine is getting outscored in the paint 26-16, but they're shooting so well from outside, don't have to go to the paint much.
Reinhardt was fouled on a 3-point try, so he made all 3 of the free throws, and Bellarmine's lead is 67-44. And here's a foul underneath. Jenkins, I think, got fouled.
Yep.
Reinhardt with his first foul, and that's 6 whistled against Lewis. So Bellarmine not yet in the 1-and-1. Chitty to inbound. Gets it in high left on the wing to Ramser. Now leaves it back out front to Chitty. A screen out front from Wire. Here's Chitty driving to Wire, left to the circle. To Jenkins. Tyler coming out front. Lewis is man-to-man. Jenkins to Corbett, right of the circle. CC puts it on the deck. Leaves it for Wire at the foul line. Pass underneath to Jenkins. Pulled up, shot blocked by Vukai. And the loose ball retrieved there by Basala. To Pettinato in the left corner to Oliver Donovan, who's back in for Lewis. Here's Basala, dribbles to the left elbow, pulls up, missed the jumper, and Chitty collects the carom for Bellarmine. Parker left side to Corbett, out front to Wire. Had a notion, now to Ramser. He'll fire a three and hit it from the right of the circle. Daniel with his second triple today.
He's had those shots all year and just hadn't hit a good percentage of them, but he's shooting it well today.
Here's a layup underneath by Pettinato of Lewis as he got inside.
Tough shot.
With a nifty move.
Give him an extra point for difficulty there.
You mentioned Ramser's threes. He had made only one prior to today. There's a backdoor cut by Ramser, and he lays it in, and he is the fourth night to get to double figures. He has 10.
Tyler Jenkins finds him.
72-46. Bellarmine with the lead. 6:18 to go. Knights by 26. There's a three by Basala. Down the well it goes from the left wing. Bailey Basala with his first points of the day. 72-49, Bellarmine. Corbett at the top left. Out front to Chitty. Chitty to Wire at the top of the key. Left side to Corbett. CC drives into the lane, goes up with a left hand floater and puts it in.
Quick first step by CC that time. Got in the lane quickly.
He's up to 8 points now.
I've never seen him shoot one right-handed.
74-49. Here's Donovan across the top for Lewis. Hands it to Basala. Spacing bad there for Lewis. Two guys right together. Here's Reinhardt at the top right. Right side to Pettinato against Jenkins. Tyler cut him off at the baseline. Out high left to Reinhardt. 8 seconds to shoot. Reinhardt spins to the foul line. Out to Basala. His three is good. It's fouled by Ramser. And it will be a 4-point play opportunity for Lewis. Ramser with his third foul. 10th on Bellarmine. Basket goes for Basala, who now has 6 points and will look for 7 at the line.
Wasn't a lot of contact there, but Daniel did bump him. Bumped his arms.
74-52 Bellarmine. Basala's free throw trickles off the rim and the rebound to Eberhard. Adam now has 8, 2 more for a double-double for him. Here's Ramser deep on the right wing. Out front to Skylar Hunter, who's checked back for the Knights. And C.J. Fleming in as well. Chitty on the left wing, bounces to Eberhard. Back to a pass, and it's intercepted by Lewis. Too many red jerseys there for that to be completed. Pettinato on the left wing, pulls up and fires, way short. Hunter rebounds for Bellarmine. 4:50 to go in the game. Knights up 74-52. Chitty out front to Fleming, right side to Ramser. Ramser pulls up, out to Chitty, open for a three-pointer. Off the mark, the rebound to Donovan of Lewis. Now Pettinato front court for the Flyers, met by Chitty at the three-point line. Pettinato to the top. Right side, Donovan on the dribble, guarded by Eberhard. Left side, they swing it. Here's Basala, another three. Off the mark, and Fleming with an easy rebound for Bellarmine. Out front to Chitty. Bellarmine was out rebounding Lewis at the last printout, 25-14.
28-16 now.
Here's Ramser, left side to Eberhard. Down low to Hunter. Skylar facing, goes into the lane. Out to Chitty, right of the circle. Parker to the top of the key. Left side, Fleming. CJ baseline left, out to Chitty. His three-pointer is wide right, off the rim. And the rebound to Vukai of Lewis. Now to Pettinato, front court right wing for Lewis. He stops, doesn't shoot it. To Donovan, out top left to Reinhardt. Back to Donovan, faking, doesn't shoot. To Reinhardt up top. Right of the circle, they go to Pettinato. Pettinato into the foul circle, stops and fires, short, rebound Eberhard, 3.5 to go. And Eberhard will call a timeout.
Just to get some subs in.
And I think they're going to extend this to a full since it's under the 4-minute mark. So with 3:29 left, we'll take a break. It's Bellarmine cruising at this point, 74-52. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. leads it by 22, 74-52 in the Great Lakes Valley Conference opener. Next Thursday, Wisconsin Parkside will be here for the night's second conference game. New players coming in here. Brandon McCombs for Lewis. Also in for Bellarmine is Caleb Taylor. Played briefly in the first half. Like to see Caleb have a strong 3.5 minutes here.
Needs to get
a little confidence going.
A couple baskets really help his confidence.
Here's Fleming on the right sideline to Hunter. Schuyler into the lane and throws a bad pass, intercepted by Basala of Lewis. Basala driving, and his runner missed. Rebound to Taylor of Bellarmine. Gives to Fleming. CJ front court on the angle. Gives to Hunter, out front to Taylor. High left to Chitty. Near the 3-minute mark, Parker into the lane. Out front to Fleming, left side to Chitty. Fakes a pass, down low to Taylor. His pass into the right corner to Bach, out to Fleming. Now to Chitty, his Parker's three is good. His second of the game, so that would be Chitty, bang, bang. 77-52.
Shot that one in rhythm.
Bellarmine by 25. Reinhardt on a drive, and ball knocked away, and I think we've got a foul against Bellarmine. It's on Chitty. That'll be his third. Bellarmine has turned it over 11 times today. On the season, they averaged 13, so if they could kind of play clean the rest of the way, that would be an improvement.
6 turnovers at halftime, so 6 one half, 5 the other.
Reinhardt at the line. Hit the first. He'll have another one. He's done all of his scoring from the charity stripe today. 77-53 Bellarmine.
21 assists for Bellarmine on 28 baskets. Just,
75%.
Can't find much wrong with this performance today.
77-54 Bellarmine. Willie Schurfons takes the warm-up off, and he'll be coming in for Bellarmine at the next dead ball. Fleming to Chitty, left of the circle. Another three. This one spins out. Taylor fights for the rebound. Tipped it over to Fleming. Gets it out the back, top right. Left side to Hunter. Out front to Bach. On the top right, Fleming. Now cross-court pass to Hunter. Schuyler's three ball. Short, and the rebound to Donovan of Lewis. 2:05 to go. Pettinato runs it over the stripe on the left side. Top of the circle, bounce pass to Donovan. His open three from the left wing, buried it. Oliver Donovan, a sophomore, scores for the first time today. Bellarmine by 20. And Rhett Troutman joining Schurfons at the scorer's table. This game needs to stop, though, for them to get in. Here's Taylor at the top to Chitty, right of the key. Now to Fleming, left side. CJ on the dribble. Out front to Bach. Sideline right to Chitty. Down low to Taylor. And now here's a whistle. And that will get Schurfons and Rhett Troutman into the game. McCombs with his second foul. And the 7th on Lewis. And here comes Troutman and Schurfons in, replacing Chitty and Bach. So Caleb Taylor will be on the free throw line. Has not attempted a free throw this year. And this will be the, I think the 1-and-1, although they may have said he was fouled in the act. I'm not sure. Justin Wint comes in for the first time today for Lewis. Taylor at the line. And this is the 1-and-1, and the first is good. So Caleb in the books with a point today, 78-57.
3/4 of his teammates stand on the bench and give him a standing ovation.
He is a good-natured young guy. The former South Laurel star misses the second one, and the rebound pulled off by Wint. Gives now to Pettinato. 78-57 Bellarmine. Pettinato, top of the circle, left sideline to Basala. He drives, has an alley, missed the layup, followed it up and in. Basala now with 8 all in this half. 78-59. Fleming to Schurfons on the left wing, out front to Taylor, top right to Troutman. Rhett looking down low, puts down a dribble, out front to Fleming, left side Schurfons. Willie faking, out front to Hunter. Hunter to Troutman, left side to Fleming. Fleming out front to Troutman. Rhett on a drive, and he's cut off to Schurfons' right wing. Fleming's three-pointer straight on, not there. The rebound collected by Pettinato. 50 seconds to play. Bellarmine 78-59 over Lewis. And here's a travel against Pettinato. Lewis turns it over.
For the 15th time.
Bellarmine leading points off turnovers, 17-11. They'll have to shoot here, 40 seconds to play. Schurfons on the left side to Troutman. Red across the top, stops, needs help. Off to Fleming on the top right. CJ on a drive into the lane, dumps it down low to Taylor. Left it way short, and the rebound pulled off of there by Reinhardt. Gets it ahead quickly, and here's a drive by McCombs, and they tie him up. And the arrow will give it to Lewis with 20 seconds to go.
Was that Willie or was that Caleb in there with their hand on the ball?
Yeah, there were a lot of bodies there.
I think it was Willie, because I think Willie got hit in a bad spot too.
And now a whistle and a foul. The moving screen. Reinhardt, his second foul. And Bellarmine.
Willie's hurting a little bit. He needs a...
Well, he's got to hang in there
break.
for 20 seconds. If his teammates like him, they won't shoot here and try to force the action. 10 seconds to play, and the crowd here beginning to stand and applaud at Knights Hall. Bellarmine wins 78-59 as C.J. Fleming just dribbles the time away. The Knights win it 78-59. When we come back, we'll have a visit with one of the Bellarmine players after their 78-59 win over Lewis.
It's time for the Ford Motor Company player interview. Visit your local authorized Ford dealer today.
The handshake line going on, and we think we can have a player here today. We made arrangements, right, with someone to Ben Wire to come chat with us for a little bit. And he'll slip the headphones on and talk about this victory, Ben. Conference opener here at home. Oh, okay, my bad. I don't have anything plugged in here right for you. Hang on here just a second. Now we'll do something better. That's better, isn't it? How many years have I been doing this? Conference opener, home opener. You guys knew you had to win it here at home. How did you feel the team performed in this first league game?
I think we came out with some energy. Our second half, we're still working on that. I think we kind of brought our energy. It took us a minute. It all comes down to how we practice. We had a good week of practice. You know, we played last Saturday. We weren't too happy with that result, even though we got out of there with a win. And we kind of brought it this whole week in practice, and it correlates. How we practice just goes into how we play. So.
Coach Davenport preaches that quite a bit, doesn't he? Now you guys will start to believe him, won't you?
Oh, yeah.
It's actually been pretty nice not playing for a week, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you were trying, but that was a pretty exhausting trip.
Yeah, it was, but everyone does it. So, if we are playing late into the season, we'll have to travel a good amount too. So,
what was the defensive game plan as it pertained to Blaylock and Wilson in particular?
Really, we just kind of keep what we like teach in practice, what our coaches teach us. We feel like we can kind of guard anybody that way because we guard as a team. That's kind of our thing. Coach says it. I don't even know how many times he said it already this year. He's going to keep saying it. So when a team has kind of two players like that, we know we got to focus on. You kind of just go out there and play defense like we normally would because you just trust your guys.
I tell you, you got more excitement out of Coach Thielen tonight when you caught that ball on the block, went right, came back left for the little back shot.
Yep. He's just been preaching that a lot. They just say we need an inside game, and I think that's a part where I can help us as a team too. So I'm going to keep working on that as best I can.
Well, you still had your 3 ball falling today. 3 more gives you 19 on the season. And I'll tell you what, you can become Mr. Inside. If you can become Mr. Inside as well as Mr. Outside, what will that do for this team, do you think?
I think it just gives us more options. It just gives us a chance to kind of space the floor. I feel like that's what I do. If I start going inside out, then I feel like that'll open the other things up for my teammates as well. I mean, making a couple threes tonight, yeah, I'd throw it in the basket, but I wouldn't get the shots without my teammates, so can't do it without them.
Last thing here, what did the return of Tyler Jenkins mean today?
Oh, it's a lot of leadership. You kind of know what you're going to get from him. He's going to come out, he's going to dog somebody. He's going to get up in people, and I think kind of our lapses come when we lay off the ball a little bit, and he always brings that ball pressure, and if someone's not doing it, he's going to get on it to do it, so that helps.
Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck. That's Ben Wire, career-high 19 points today. And we will come back and resume our Knights Travel postgame show after this timeout. Lots to come. Stay with us. This is Bellarmine Basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
For over 30 years. Lou Conkling, Bellarmine class of '76.